Sadig if it's split, Akum Daim Lamago if it's curved like a sickle. All these ulavim are pasul. Charus if the branches are already spread out and it's hard, then it's pasul. Daim Lacharus if it's similar to Charus but not yet, it's like getting there, it's starting to spread, but it hasn't hardened yet. That's kosher. So you see a sfira. The Huda seems to say that nistak is kosher, and the Brayta says nistak is pasul. Amar Papa says Papa the Ovid Kehemna. The Brayta is referring to where mom is split like a fork, or like this the utensil of a sefer. We're really split into two. Everybody agrees that it is pasul. What is the actual item, or what is on the lulav? A hemna, according to Rashi, is the tool of the sefer. The tool is called a hemna. I don't think there's an English for it, as far as I know. Could be there is. But it's the tool of a hemna. The tool is called a hemna. Okay, this is where we're up. This is where we got stuck. No one's going to forget this Gemara. No? Forever. So the Brayta said, Akum daima lamago. If it's bent like a sickle, that is pasul. Amar Rava says, Rava, lo yamaron. We did not say that it's pasul. Ella, rather, in what case? There's one case we said it by. Lefanov. When it is bent in front. So now I figured out, everyone knew right besides for me. I was the one person didn't know. I'm just so used to a lulav being held like this. Hill just showed me, when a lulav grows on a tree, okay, the spine is facing downward. It's like this. Comes not like this. This lulav is so dry you can't even tell the difference, right? You can't even see. But the lulav, the back, the shedra is facing downwards. So when it droops like this, that's like it's, briyasei. But if it bends forward, that's a problem. This is the problem. If it bends too much. And the funda means towards the leaves. The leaves are facing out, while the shedra, the spine, is in the back.
So wait, when you're
holding it, it's better. Yeah. Which is usually strange. I'll tell you why. Because gravity, someone said this yesterday, gravity ends up pushing this down. So it's like we're more familiar with the bending. But really, this is the way, because if the spine stops it. But on a tree, could be Danny was saying, on a tree, it actually fits very nice. Kippiyase, it bends like this on the tree. So the funda means towards the leaves. And the leaves, there's leaves everywhere. They're more on this open, exposed side that you see the leaves. While the shedra, when it's closed, that's the back. So Rava said if it's bending lefanov, so let's say you take out a lulav like this. When you take it out in the store, lefana means it's drooping like this. If it droops too much, pasul. But if it's drooping, you went like this, and it's drooping that way, that's fine. If it bends this way, it's fine. Got it, Moshe? You got it. Okay. Okay, so see, we got it in the car.
Got it already.
Which is
What?
Which is coming from the branches or
The lulav comes, I'll show you again the picture. There's a picture, do you see it? Look at page mem. Picture lamedal is a type of lulav tree.
I always thought it was like a palm tree.
Right, so there are different types. I went to go check
It's a
those.
baby palm tree.
There's different types. Some are higher, some are lower. I watched a video of them cutting down the trees, and it was like it was higher than this one. It was like went up, then came down. It's not like Miami. Sometimes it was like really high ones.
Not that.
No, it could be those different types. Like I don't know what. That was wrong. I was wrong yesterday. You guys all got it right. If it's bending towards the back, like towards the spine, the shedra way, which is how you hold it, that's fine. If it's bending this way, it's no good. Okay? Again, Amar Rava le'amar, we did not say it's pasul elo in what case? Lefanov, towards the leaves. The leaves are the back, really the front of the lulav. That's the point. Okay? Lefanov, the front part. We're used to the lulav that we say we hold it. We think this is the front. This is the back. The back is toward us. What? Lefanov is possibly the bend towards the leaves this way. But if it bends la'achar to the shedra, to the back, which is the way we hold it, backwards, then it is bri'asahu, that's its natural creation, and it is okay. Omar Rav Nachman, says Rav Nachman, litztadid. Let's say the lulav bends sideways, okay? Lulav goes like this, or like this. Not frontwards, not backwards. sideways.
This is wild time.
What would you say? What?
This is wild time.
No, I guess you took it off the tree. You want to buy a lulav in the store, and it's like this. Would you be okay with this lulav?
Why would it be any different than forward?
It's not forwards, it's not backwards, it's sidewards. It's not natural. Okay, I hear that. So let's see. Amr of Nachman, it's started. Kilafon of Dami. That is like bending forwards towards the leaves, which is puzzle, like you just said. Sideways, what? It's not beautiful, yeah. It doesn't look nice. The problem is, I hear what Steve's standing. It's not Briasa, that's why it makes sense. But look the Gemara continues. The Amila, and some say it like this: Kila Achar of Dami. That it is like it's facing backwards and it's okay. It's like going towards the Shedra. It looks harder enough. So I guess like you said it's not Briasa, but it's not Briasa, right? So one, like you're saying, it's possible because it's not Briasa. The other side is not so weird because the weird way is really just this way. So this way is not as weird, and therefore we have different versions how you view Litzadin. Is it Lefan of Dami or is it Kalaf of Dami? And that's the end of that. Gemara brings down another. Rava comes along with another case. The Omar Rava, and Rava says, Hai lulava disalik bechad hutza. This lulav that the salik bechad means has one row. Salik means a row. Like there's one row of hutza of leaves. Let's say you see a lulav in the store. We know there's a shedra, a spine in the middle, and there are leaves on both sides. Let's say you bought a lulav that did not have one side. So there was let's say in my hand is empty. So you have the shedra and a bunch of leaves on one side of the spine. Yeah, it's a pretty weird lulav.
Basically, it's not centered.
The shed, right? I guess it's not. You want to look like that, or it has no leaves on one side. Yeah, but it's not centered. Okay, the shedra is usually with leaves on both sides. You got a lulav with a shedra and tons of leaves on one side and no leaves on the other side. What would you say about that? If you had to guess?
Is it brought down something that have that?
I don't think so. That's a good point. No, the lulav has to, as long as the leaves are covering the shedra. They talk about if it's one leaf, but overall, if it's multiple leaves, it's fine.
Isn't the Indian the shedra?
It's the whole thing.
Why do you even care about it?
Because it's supposed, the way it's gets a beautiful lulav is with a spine with leaves coming out from both sides. So let's see. So Rabbi says, what would you say? Baal mumu. It's a blemished lulav. Upasal and it's pasal. This is a blemished lulav. It's not so clear if it's blemished because it's not beautiful, or because it's a chasser, it's actually missing. Okay? There's two ways something can be pasal. A lot of what we talked about is not beautiful. Sometimes it's not showing. It has to be a whole lulav. So you can argue about this. Some say it's because it's not beautiful. Some say it's because it's missing. The way it sounds like it's a Baal Mum, it sounds like it's lacking. Usually something's blemished. It's lacking something. I think the Pasha says it's not beautiful. It's not beautiful, and therefore it's possible.
I never use that term Baal Mum anywhere else.
I hear. It's a funny one. It also says, Baal Mum hu upas. Yeah, I hear. A lot of times when it says things that are missing, it doesn't say Baal Mum, it just says it's possible. Okay, it continues the Gemara. We go back to the Mishnah, and we talk about Nifritzu Olav. Okay? Just look at the Mishnah for a second. Just the chaz. We had the Lulav, Agazal, Vayavish, which is possible. We had the Yichus, Asherah, Nidachas, that's also possible. And we had the top cut off, which is also possible. The Mishnah sticks in the case before, it's going to say possible. But before it says possible, it says another case. Nifritzu Olav. What does Nifritzu Olav mean? Nifritzu means torn, Olav means leaves. What happened was, you have a lulav, and the leaves are torn off like this. Okay, I'll tear off one, you tore off. So a guy says, oh man, so you need to have leaves on the spine. I'll take some rope, whatever, I'll tie it to the shedra. They're torn and you're tying it back on. So the Mishnah says, puzzle. But let's say the Mishnah continues, olav means leaves. Nifrudu olav. Let's say the leaves started separating, but you could put them back. They're not like stuck. They're not chorus. Nifrudu means they're starting to spread, but you could put it back. That the Mishnah says is kosher. That's kosher. Okay, now we can go back to the Gemara. Lavan Bezim et Aleph. Nifritzu olav v'chul, etc. Amar Rapapa says Rapapa. He explains the Mishnah. It's just an explanation. Nifritzu, torn. What does torn mean? What do you mean it's torn? The ovid ki chufya. It was made like a broom. Chufya is a broom. Back, we're very used to, we go to the store and we buy a broom. Back then, you know how they made a broom? They had a wooden pole and they would take leaves of a tree, rip them off, and stick it onto a pole. And that's how they would sweep their house. So they're saying is this lulav that you have is like a broom. Because all the leaves fell off, and now you want to just tie it on. It's basically a broom. Basically a broom. And that type of lulav is not kosher. It's not kosher. Why is it not kosher? So the reason why it's not kosher, it's not beautiful. It's not beautiful. A natural leaves on a spine, you're sticking it on like a broom, says our papa, it's possible. But nifridu, let's say it's separate. What does separate mean? The Gemara says, the iprud, iprude. It means it just separated. Nifridu just means separated, but it doesn't mean torn off. It doesn't mean torn off. We explained it really in the Mishnah, but the Gemara just elaborates it. It means it's mamish separate, but it's still on the lulav. And when it's still on the lulav, it's kosher. Okay? It's still on the lulav. There is a machlekes if you actually have to put it back and tie it, like Sabuda says, yagenu mamala. But the Tanakhama says no. As long as I could put it back, not tight, so then even if it spreads, your lulav is still going to be kosher like this. It's still going to be kosher.
How do we touch
What is it?
How do we touch those two words?
Nifritzu means torn, like a pierce in a fence. It's like a breach, it's torn. And nifridu just means separate, like a preda. Someone's leaving a sudas preda. What?
His explanation, nifridu means nifridu.
Yeah.
Those two words just mean separate.
Yeah. So he'll actually, what is Rapapa adding? I thought about this also. Mishnah says nifridu, and he says like the same word twice to explain it. I think he's like reiterating, it's just separated. If fruit it means just separated, that hasn't torn off yet. Okay, this next Gemara is probably the most famous Gemara, the Gabi Lulav. And this is when everybody's busy in a Lulav store. This question, okay? Boy Rapapa asked Rapapa a shaila. It's a shaila. Nechlika hatiyomis mahu. If the twin leaf split, tiyomis means twins. Okay, people are ta'imim. Rivka had ta'imim. Yehuda and Tamar had ta'imim. I think there's a camp called Tu'umim. Anybody know why it's called Camp Tu'umim? His twin brothers, the Metzger brothers, they own the biggest Jewish camps now in the world, probably. Tu'umim. So, and they're in Camp Ram. Now they're in Camp Ram. Nechlika Tiyamis means if the twin leaf split. Mahu, what's the halacha? What is the twin leaf? So really, every leaf is split into two. Every leaf's a twin leaf. But we're going to learn, and it's actually the halacha. It's not about the center twin leaf, the center one. And I'll find you the center. Here, what you do is you open it up. You follow the spine. Open. Keep going until you find it, and you find the center leaf. And this is. Wow, this actually, no, it's good. This is the center leaf of the lulav. You see, the center leaf is the most important leaf. And then right there is the beginning of the shedra in a way. Like that's where, not really, the shedra, yeah, right over there. It starts shedra. Okay? Now, if it's supposed to be tied to the top. If it's to the top, it's fine. But if the twin leaf splits, so this is the twin leaf, I'm going to split it right now. It's already split, yeah, it is, thank you. The leaf, if it's split, this is bad. The bad thing is very bad. Okay? The twin leaf is split. What is the halacha of the twin leaf splits? One leaf. What would you say? If you ever look at Lulav store, they're always busy with it. So some people say mamish has to split a lot for it to be a problem. But some say even a little bit.
That looks like two.
That's you want to say like that?
Well, I think that's together.
Why the middle one instead of the other?
Because the middle one is the center leaf is like special leaf, very special. So the Gemara asks, Nechlukat yemes, so the twin leaf splits. Ma, what's the halacha? Says the Gemara, Tashma, come and listen. I'll bring you a raya. Damar Rabbi Yechanan, Amar Rabbi Shua Levi. Rabbi Yechanan said the name of Rabbi Shua Levi. Nitla hatyemes. Let's say the split leaf was removed, not split. Much worse. Let's say the split leaf was removed. The guy uprooted the whole thing. Says the Gemara, Pasal, it's Pasal. So that's what Rabbi Yechanan said of Shua Levi. If the chiyim is the twin leaf was removed, it's Pasal. Says the Gemara, my lav, is it not hua did nechlika? Same thing, we split. If the twin leaf was removed, it's Pasal. So hua did? Says the Gemara, probably if it splits, it's Pasal. Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense? If the twin leaf is removed, I'll just remove the twin leaf. You remove it? That he says puzzle, says the Gemara, oh, great raya from Yechanan then. Probably if it's split down the middle, it's also puzzle. I would say removed is much worse than being split. But that's the Gemara thinks is a raya. It doesn't look nice. It's a problem with Hadar. It doesn't look nice. So same thing is removed, same thing is split. What? Is it like a mul? Okay. So we'll see two pshat in the Gemara. What? Different to means all the leaves are removed. There's nothing on the stump. All leaves are removed, and you now apply it back to the shed. Here's one center leaf removed.
Right, then it's not good, but it's still on watching good.
Because split is also not nice. The center leaf is very important. Either removed is no good, maybe split is also not good. More wants to say maybe it's not good.
Two glue it together?
They talk about it, yes. They talk about it, yeah. Before it splits. Yeah.
It's not a problem of different men.
Not everyone loves it. Not everyone loves it. But there's such a thing about gluing it.
New tips. New tips.
So the Gemara says, "Loy, no, it's not a raya. Nitlo shani. Removing it is different. The hachasale. It's there. It's mamish missing, right? It's one thing that splits. The mamish removing the center leaf. That's for sure possible. What shaykhs? What do you bring me a raya from removing the center leaf to splitting the center leaf? The Gemara says you have no raya about the shaykh. Okay?
What? That's like the third leaf is missing.
The third one?
Not the top.
The leaf next to it? Two leaves next to it?
Yeah.
So it's machlokes. Some people say you bring up a problem, a good problem. So I learned the Gemara Neflek this, which is the way we're going to go, just the center leaves. There are those that say it means like all the top leaves. I need all of them to be split down the middle. Which is one, maybe the center is not the most important. It could be most of them. There's machlokes about it. So we're going to go with just the center leaf.
Still chasser.
Chasser beer for remove. It's removed.
Saying you remove the second leaf.
Yeah. It's not considered chasser. If you have a lulav, and I remove one leaf right now, it doesn't make it
You're removing
chasser.
the bottom leaf. It's
not
not
chasser.
You still have a sheer lula from the top.
Yes, even if one from here came off, it's not chasser. There's still a bunch of other ones. Still other ones. The center leaf is like, whoa, it's like the crown jewel of the lulav. It's the top, centermost thing, very chasher. So that's missing, that's chasser. But there's a different version. Ikadami, there are those that say that's not what he said. This is what he said. Amr B'Shuma Levi. Yechanan said, B'Shuma Levi. Nechlaka Tziyamis, if the split leaf, if the twin leaf splits, Nasa Kemisha Nitla HaTziyamis. It's the same as if it was taken away. Upasal and it's pasal. Yes, it is the same. Removing the center leaf is the exact same as the center leaf splitting, and it's pasal. So somebody asks you if the middle leaf splits, the one that's so important, is it pasal? One Gemara says you have no raya from middle if it's removed. It doesn't say what the halach is. It says you have no raya. And the next part of the Gemara brings up the other version says it's the exact same and it's pasal. I guess how we paskin? We paskin that is pasal. And his machlik is how much has to split. Is it a mashu? Is it to the shedra? The best is if it doesn't split at all. And therefore people are super makbid for that thing you go all the way up to the top to make sure it's not split. Why? Because the less is nefek and tyanis, you get all the sheetas. Even if your lula's a drop split, it's kosher, according to most. It's not possible. It's just not the most important thing. So people make fun of these guys. They're looking for something. It's a hitter. It's a hitter in the lulav to make sure. But if it's very split, you're running into a bigger shiloh. Stop with me. That's it.